Hey, I'm Rampage's biggest fan.
What's up with the Raja situation?
Who is Rampage? He's like a
Come on, bro.
This boy getting
Come on.
more clout by dudes tonight than girls.
Hey, respectfully,
You're
shut
right.
the
You're right. 100%.
no handshake on that.
All right, respect.
I'm a dad.
So I just watched the apology video from the SykoStu apologizing to Raja Jackson, and it is not even close. He is 100% fucked. This is the definition of senseless violence, and I mean, he deserves what's coming his way. So, yeah.
What kind of fucking person are you? You fucking low-life fucking clown. You want fucking clout, so you beat up a guy that's fucking half unconscious. You punch a guy that's trying to break up a fight and not even trying to fight you. I wasn't even trying to fucking hurt you.
It's not going to go the way you want it to go, and he should have handled it a different way. I hope that him and his family are able to cope and be able to find a solution for everything. And obviously SykoStu is a little bit better because everybody's kind of worried, but you know, it's unfortunate that it happened, and hopefully it doesn't happen again.
SykoStu has spoken out after being discharged from the hospital following the incident involving Raja Jackson. According to a statement released by his family, he is now recovering at home after sustaining a severe head injury that initially left him unconscious. Doctors reported damage to both jaws, a deep laceration on his upper lip, and a fracture to his maxilla, which caused the loss of multiple teeth. Although the road to recovery will be long, his family says he remains in good spirits. They also expressed heartfelt appreciation to everyone who has offered support, whether through donations, meals, flowers, or gifts, saying the generosity has meant a great deal. Meanwhile, Rampage Jackson addressed a fan who mentioned Raja Jackson's attack on Stu. He firmly told the fan to drop the subject, making it clear he doesn't wish to discuss the matter in public. Rampage explained that he is handling the issue privately, while also facing a surge of racist threats directed at him. Rampage Jackson had long been aware of his son's behavior and admitted he wasn't surprised that Roger eventually ran into trouble. In fact, just weeks prior to the incident, Rampage jokingly mentioned during a live stream that he already had bail money put aside for himself. That old clip has now resurfaced online, fueling even more discussion about Roger's latest actions.
Hey, I'm Rampage's biggest fan.
What's up with the Raja situation?
Who is Rampage? He's like a
Come on, bro.
This boy
dude,
getting
right?
more clout by dudes tonight than girls.
Hey, respectfully,
You're
shut
right. You're right. 100%.
no handshake on that.
All right, respect.
I'm a dad.
I know,
Respectfully.
I know. That's what.
Respectfully,
You're right. 100%.
I'm dealing with this shit.
Rampage
I'm dealing with this shit.
is a thumb board.
100%, man. Respect, man, bro. That's why I said I apologize for even coming up.
You can't make me wrong.
I apologize for even coming up to you that way.
I'm getting a lot of racist threats. Coming up to me, come on. I'm getting a lot of racist threats. Motherfucker talking about killing me and my whole family over something my son did I ain't got nothing to do with. I'm telling you, drop this shit.
He a slider.
Hey, bro, drop it, bro, drop it.
Hey.
Put my number in your book,
No, fuck
bro.
that,
You
fuck
need
that.
situa-
No. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you.
Hey, we do some time.
No.
What type of interviews you running?
My apologies.
I'm sorry about that.
Hey, my
Move on.
Dylan Dennis also weighed in on the viral incident involving Raja Jackson, admitting that it was difficult to watch. He speculated that Raja might be struggling with anger management, questioning what would drive him to act that way. Dennis pointed out that anyone with training experience knows the difference between cooperative practice and exploiting a partner. To illustrate, he compared it to setting someone up for a WWE-style move, only for them to recklessly drop you on your head, something he described as both unnecessary and absurd.
Roger and his oldest son, whole life, I knew them two wasn't going to college. And my two Japanese kids, I knew that it was going to college. So I saved up college tuition for the two Japanese kids and bail money for Roger and his brother. So don't f him. If you go to jail, I'm just going to bail him out.
Dylan Dennis shared his perspective on the Raja Jackson situation, calling the entire sequence reckless and unnecessary. He explained that in professional wrestling, moves such as slams rely on mutual trust. Both performers understand that their safety will be protected. In this case, Dennis felt that trust was broken, as Roger turned the exchange into something dangerous rather than controlled. He added that the punches thrown afterward only made matters worse, making it appear more like an attempt to injure than to perform. Dennis described the incident as disappointing, saying it cast wrestling in a negative light since the sport is meant to highlight athleticism and entertainment, not inflict genuine harm.
What's your take on this Raja Jackson video that came out? Because it seems like that's caught kind of not just in the wrestling world, but like everyone is caught.
To be honest, it's hard to watch, but in a way, it's like you might have something like wrong with like maybe like anger problems, because like why would he do that, you know? And anybody that has trained or anybody that has a brain knows when someone's working or someone's like, and like that would be like me going with you right now and you're like, oh, I'm gonna pick you up and we're working, we're doing a WWE match. Like you could slam me in my head, like I'm giving you my weight, you know what I mean? So like the guy obviously let him pick him up, and then slamming him like that is ridiculous, first off.
Dylan Dennis commented that things might have been viewed differently if Roger Jackson had openly made it clear he wanted a real fight. Instead, it felt more like a betrayal of trust, as Roger acted as though they were simply working together before suddenly turning it into something dangerous, only to apologize afterward. Dennis questioned whether Raja could be struggling with deeper issues, possibly even PTSD, and described the situation as unfortunate. He went so far as to say he had considered offering financial help or training support. Dennis emphasized that in wrestling or any form of practice, when someone allows you to lift their body, it comes with the responsibility to keep them safe, not to recklessly drive them into the mat. That, he said, is what made the incident especially disturbing to witness.
Especially being a guy that's trained, I know he's only 0-1, but like slamming the guy like that, first off, is ridiculous. Like any person in WWE can do that to each other. You know, that's not anything like people are acting like, oh, that's Rampage Jr. or something like that. Like the guy jumped up for you to carry his weight and he's trusting you to take care of his body. You know what I mean? And then he's throwing those shots and like, I get you can kind of lay one in, like, you know what I mean? I can hit you like that. But the first one was like a haymaker. He's trying to like kill the guy, and like, it's just sad. Like I don't understand what happened. Like it's hard to explain what happened, and it looks bad for us too. You know what I mean? Like anybody could do that. Like I can go in the ring in WWE and do that to like why I do that? No, like you're supposed to have a trust. I mean, that's a different sport. It's a pro wrestling, you know.
Dylan Dennis added that his admiration for Rampage Jackson made him reluctant to be overly critical of Roger, since Rampage is a legend in the sport and someone he deeply respects. Still, he acknowledged that what Raja did was completely out of line, especially at an indie show where performers rely on mutual trust. Dennis pointed out that as a trained martial artist who grew up around combat sports, Raja should understand better than to target someone who couldn't defend themselves. He stressed that in a controlled environment, behavior like that is unacceptable and only harms the reputation of the community when such moments go viral.
It'd be different if he said, hey, come in here, kid, like you, like I like really want to fight you, you know, and then yeah, beat the shit out of the guy, but it didn't seem like that. Like he did the prop can, he's saying that, but then he apologized, and like, is this kid, I mean, I don't know.
Dude had like PTSD, it's like that.
Oh, so sad, it's so sad. I was actually gonna offer to help him like with money and maybe training, like, and then he shot on the other guy, he couldn't threw the other guy down. He was like, so it's like, the guy was letting you work with his body, like, you know, when you're training and even you pick someone up and sparring, you're not gonna slam the guy on his head. Like that's basically what they're doing in pro wrestling. You know what I mean? Someone's letting you pick them up, but you're not gonna do that.
WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry took a different stance, surprising many fans by offering partial support for Roger Jackson while also placing some blame on SykoStu. Henry explained that he never tolerated constant teasing or over-the-top ribbing during his career, noting that anyone who pushed those boundaries with him always faced consequences. Although he admitted he wasn't fully aware of all the details, Henry suggested that Stu may have misjudged the situation and taken on more than he could handle. He cautioned that people should be mindful of who they provoke and questioned what kind of message it sends when a veteran chooses to single out someone much younger.
I like Rampage a lot, so it's like you don't want to blame Rampage. That's the only reason that I don't want to go too hard on his son, because Rampage is a legend. He's a great guy.
Seems to be kind of like.
Yeah, but like if it wasn't Rampage's son, I'd be like that motherfucker.
To the exact same.
You know what I mean? Like that up, you know, to do to someone, especially an indie show like that, and you're a martial artist at the end of the day, you know when someone's unconscious. Like if it was like a street fight and you're in the fight to the death and you're trying to kill to protect your family, that's like something like that. Okay, I would understand that, you know. He's a 25-year-old man that's been training martial arts and has been around martial arts his whole life. It's sad, man. I mean, yeah, it's sad. And like, I feel bad for the dude that he did it to, you know, and it puts us back a little bit, you know, we're viral and it makes us look like we're like or something.
Tony Ferguson responded to the Roger Jackson incident with shock, saying the attack was something that could have been avoided. He criticized influencers and parts of the media for glorifying the wrong things and misleading younger audiences, urging kids to look for healthier outlets or professional help instead of resorting to violence. Ferguson expressed hope that Raja and his family are able to work through the situation, while also sharing relief that SykoStu is on the road to recovery. He emphasized that moments like this should never occur in the sport.
I didn't like the ribbing. I didn't like the joking. And anybody that talked to me that I didn't think was worthy of having that kind of aggressive conversation, they got that work. And, I don't know the full story, but I do know what I saw. And it looked like he wasn't smart to what was going on. And the dude that was messing with him bit off more than he can chew. And, you got to be careful, one, who you mess with, and two, what kind of example are you as a veteran for inciting a ride with a kid? And he's not 12 or nothing, but he's still significantly younger.
Maloa also spoke out strongly against Raja Jackson, slamming what he described as a foolish mindset. He recalled stepping in to calm things down inside the ring when Raja suddenly attempted a sloppy double-leg takedown and even landed a punch to his eye, despite Maloa not showing any hostility. He went on to call Raja an immature troublemaker and a lowlife for attacking someone who was already half-conscious, as well as striking a person who was only trying to break up the fight. Maloa added that Jackson was fortunate he had already been drained from his earlier match, or the outcome might have been very different.
My reaction was just like everybody else's, is kind of shocked at that, but I think that it could have been prevented. I think assholes like people, influencers, YouTubers, or everything else that put too much hype and they try to build some shit up and they put these ideas in kids' heads and they're not fucking saying, hey, reach out and and be like, it's okay. They're making it worse by trying to do the same shit by sticking mics in their face and doing this kind of stuff, where as some people know how to handle situations and some people don't. And unfortunately, it went a different way. And all you youngsters out there, that's not the right way to do it. That's just not how you do it. If you do have an issue with something like that, go talk to somebody. I know it's kind of seems like the pussy thing to do, but damn, go find a way to vent, because that stuff is just like a boiling pot. It's not gonna go the way you want it to go. And he should have handled it a different way. I hope that him and his family are able to cope and be able to find a solution for everything. And obviously SykoStu is a little bit better because everybody's kind of worried, but it's unfortunate that it happened, and hopefully it doesn't happen.
Doug Malaloy claimed that if he hadn't stepped in, Raja Jackson might have seriously injured or even killed SykoStu. He explained that Raja appeared determined to keep attacking and likely would have gone after him the same way if the takedown had worked. Malaloy condemned Raja's actions as pure bullying, arguing that instead of seeking therapy or proper help for his personal issues, Raja hides behind his father's name and training to target people who aren't prepared for that level of violence.
When we're in the ring and I'm breaking it up and he shoots a double leg on me, by the way, work a better double leg, you prick. And then I'm telling you to calm down. I'm not even fighting. I'm not even being hostile. Then you're trying to work and get lower, do this, change positions, and I'm over here having to swim with you, all this other shit. And then you punch me in the eye after we're breaking it up, you loser. That's why you got headbutt, and that's why I punch you, and you're lucky I was tired from the match before this. What kind of person are you? You low-life clown. You want clout, so you beat up a guy that's half unconscious. You punch a guy that's trying to break up a fight and not even trying to fight you. I wasn't even trying to hurt you.
Josh Thompson also shared his thoughts on the incident, saying that the real sympathy should be directed toward Quinton Rampage Jackson rather than Raja. He explained that Quinton is simply a father who loves his son but now has to watch him make destructive choices. Thompson called it heartbreaking to see a parent caught in that position, stressing that this is the last kind of situation Quinton would ever want for his child.
Oh, do you think he wanted to continue beating up Stu?
I think he would have killed him.
If you didn't stop it, right?
I promise you he would have killed him. He would have killed me if he would have got the best of me. If he would have took my legs out from under me like he was trying to, he was going to do the same thing to me that he did to Stu. Clearly, you watched the stream when he's walking away. I'm tired of people with me. I don't care how many times you've been fingered in your life, bro. I don't give a If you got a problem with the world and the people around you, change the people around you. Change it up a little bit. Go to therapy. Get some help. Don't take it out on everybody else. And then you want to train by one of the best fighters to ever live, your father, use his clout, use his knowledge, and then you want to hurt people that don't train like that? You're a bully. You're a bitch.
Tim Welsh weighed in on the matter, noting that because Rampage Jackson's son comes from money, he'll likely have strong legal backing. But that doesn't change the fact the case could still be pursued as attempted murder. Welsh highlighted the dangers of street-style fights, explaining that once someone is already unconscious, throwing additional strikes can easily turn deadly and land a person behind bars. He described the attack as disturbing, adding that if the victim had been his own father, he would be outraged. While Welsh acknowledged that SykoStu has regained consciousness, he cautioned that the overall situation still looked grim.